I don't remember a time when escape wasn't my goal. Some kids grow up dreaming about what they want to become. I grew up dreaming about where I could disappear. My earliest memories are not warm ones. They're fragments, raised voices, doors slamming, the smell of fear clinging to the walls. My father was a man forged in violence long before he ever set foot in the United States. He had been part of a militia in the Middle East, a world shaped by weapons, loyalty, and bloodlines. When he came to the US on a visa, he didn't leave that life behind. He carried it with him, tucked beneath his skin, and it leaked into our home. He ruled through fear. Control was his language. Love, if it ever existed, was conditional and fleeting. I watched him break my mother down piece by piece, verbally, emotionally, sometimes physically, until she became someone I barely recognized. She was trapped, isolated, and terrified. And when you're trapped long enough, survival starts to look ugly. The night my mother finally escaped, she didn't run. She didn't scream. She drugged him. I didn't understand it then. I just knew that one day he was gone, and everything fell apart anyway. Not long after, my brother was taken, kidnapped, pulled out of my life and taken back to the Middle East like a ghost reclaiming its own. There was no closure, no rescue story, no answers, just absence, silence, a wound that never healed. That's when the system stepped in. Foster care doesn't feel like safety. It feels like being passed around, like a problem no one asked for. New houses, new rules, new men, always unpredictable. Some were violent, some were manipulative, some smiled while they tore you down slowly, quietly, convincing you that the damage was your fault. I learned early that my body wasn't really mine. I learned that love came with conditions. I learned that staying quiet was safer than telling the truth. By the time I was old enough to choose my own escapes, I chose drugs and video games. Drugs made everything softer, quieter. The memories blurred. The fear loosened its grip. Video games gave me control, worlds where I could restart, respawn, win, where pain had rules and consequences made sense, where I could be powerful instead of small. Reality didn't stand a chance, but escape is a liar. It always asks for more. The drugs stopped being optional. The games stopped being fun. I chased numbness like it was oxygen. Relationships became transactional. Chaos felt normal. Stability felt suspicious. I didn't know how to live without destruction humming in the background. Eventually, the path I was on led exactly where paths like mine often do. Prison, concrete walls, locked doors, numbers instead of names. Time to sit with everything I'd been running from. Time to realize that my entire life had been shaped by trauma I never chose, and coping mechanisms that were killing me. I became an addict, not because I was weak, but because I was tired. Because surviving had been my full-time job since childhood. Because no one ever taught me how to feel safe in my own body, in my own mind. And now, here I am. Free, technically. Breathing, functioning, still searching for the exit. I'm not cured. I'm not healed. I still feel the pull to escape, to disappear into screens, substances, anything that makes reality feel less sharp. Some days I win, some days I don't. Some days I wonder if there is actually a way out, or if I'm just trading one cage for another. That's why I'm telling this story, because I don't know the answer. Because I don't know if healing is real or just another myth we tell broken people to keep them quiet. Because maybe someone out there has walked this road and found a door I can't see yet. If you've been through something like this, if you know how to stop running without drowning, please tell me. Please help me understand if there is a way to live that doesn't revolve around escape. And if you want to hear the full story, the parts I haven't told yet, the details that still haunt me, please like and subscribe. This was only the beginning.